gonna be talking about the real games. All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this thing, man. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna take a look over here at. Let me see if I can get this thing to pull up for us right quick. All right. It should be pulling up for us. Come on, man. Don't play around. Put your pants laid down. Don't play around. Put your pants laid down. Come on. Y'all know what it is. All right, we're going to see if we can get this to rock on over here. We'll take a look at this Tekken 1 intro. All right, damn, this shit kind of loud. God dang, let me turn this shit down. Shit. Damn, YouTube. Y'all trying to goddamn take over a nigga stream. Check out your boy Yoshimitsu. All right, boy Yoshimitsu ain't playing around. That boy King used to have a high top fade. Y'all don't even know nothing about that. All right, look at Michelle coming through with a battle axe. Law been looking crazy. All right, Nina in a bathing suit with the sash. All right, look at your boy Paul. Real deal. Got the box and the motorcycle. Been keeping that motorcycle rocking for the longest. Kazuya punching out fire. That's back when he was a good guy. All right. Y'all don't know nothing about that, okay? Tekken. Look how that shit looking. All right, y'all see that? That's what we looking at right now, okay? We got Tekken 1 on deck. All right, now, for some of y'all might be like, man, Tekken 1? Who the hell was playing Tekken 1? Nobody want to play no damn Tekken 1. Well, all right, we just looking at the content. We ain't looking at the gameplay on these, all right? We're not talking about gameplay today. We talking about content. And when it came to Tekken 1, all right? Tekken 1 was pretty fire, all right? Okay, let me take it back. Tekken 1 came with fairly decent content. It started off with a the Galaga game. I think that's what it's called, Galaga. All right, you could start off playing that. And the thing was, you even got rewards for playing it. Because if you managed to beat Galaga, that's how you would unlock Devil Kazuya. And Devil Kazuya back then, he had on like a goddamn motorcycle coat. He kind of had on Jin's Tekken 3 jacket. It's kind of what Kazuya had on. If I could find something that show you what he looked like. Devil Kazuya was looking kind of crazy back in Tekken 1 days. Boy was looking rather wild. But that was Tekken 1 days, right? It came with all the characters. All right, you just had to unlock the characters. I don't remember if it had Team Battle. I think Team Battle came in Tekken 2. Let me see, Devil Kazuya. My bad, y'all. Y'all know I ain't no goddamn typer. K-A-Z. Okay, K-A-Z-U-I-A. Oh, no. That boy was looking worse than I thought he looked. I thought he had something else on. This boy looking... Your boy looking tragic over here, dog. Golly. Somebody help his ass out. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Check your boy out, dog. Oh, that boy was looking ugly. Oh, check him out. And you had to win this by beating that junk. Beating the goddamn what-you-call-it game. That junk there is rough, boy. Look at Heihachi and goddamn... That boy Heihachi and that boy Kazuya looking rough. Let's check out some of that gameplay. Look at him. That boy looking horrible, boy. Boy got... What is this? His body not even attached to his lower body. That's the real devil right there, dog. Kazuya hair ain't never even looked like... Did you see that uppercut? Oh, Lord. Put them kicks on him. Oh, okay. Well, we're not about to look at this gameplay, all right? We're going to save that for another day. I just want y'all to see Devil Kazuya right quick. I'm going to avert your eyes from that right now because y'all might be mad at me. Y'all keep looking at that shit. In any event. Oh, now Kuma was looking horrible on there too. Don't worry about a goddamn thing. Boy, Kuma was looking thoroughly suspect in that game. All right. When it comes down to Tekken 1, I would say it had decent enough content for its time. It came with Gallagher, um, almost I think like 10 stages maybe. I'm not sure. I can't remember how many stages, but it came with Gallagher and you could beat it. It might have been one stage for all I know. Um, it didn't have anything besides it had a practice mode, but practice mode was weak as hell. What else we might say? I don't know, y'all. We're gonna take a look over here, man. We got our tier list up. I would like to say, Tekken 1. All right, this is what we got so far for our list. We got best of the best. That means content heavy like a mug. Like, that is the gold standard, what we got right here. All right. Good showing means you did good. It ain't the best you could have done, but it was pretty goddamn good. Standard, is just, this is what we expect, if nothing less. Do better, pretty self-explanatory. Really? Like, is this all you gave us? All right, y'all could take that one back to the drawing board. In fact, don't even bring that junk back. All right, that's what we're looking at right now. Right now for Tekken 1, I'm gonna go Tekken 1. It was the first iteration. We're gonna do better. All right. Why are we saying do better? While Tekken 1 did come with the Gallagher game, right, which was 5. I don't remember it having a lot of modes in Tekken 1. I remember it having practice, time attack, maybe arcade mode. I don't think it had a gallery mode, but maybe it had a gallery mode. I don't remember that. But from what I can remember, Tekken 1 need to do better. All right. Fortunately, they did better because they came along and made Tekken 2, which, I mean, to be fair, should be better. It's the second installment. All right. Boom. Tekken 2 came out. It didn't have the game attached to the beginning. Right. It didn't have a game attached to the beginning. So it wasn't slapping the same way as far as the beginning was going. But what it did do is it upgraded the gameplay a little bit, and it upgraded the graphics somewhat, slightly, not a whole lot, but slightly. It introduced team battle. It also introduced it had time attack. I want to say it had a gallery mode on it. Practice mode, obviously, and that was pretty much the content of it. But let's take a look at the intro, because the intro is part of the content. Looking at some of how the graphics switched over in the later years, you could already see they was ready to goddamn make it happen with this Tekken. All right, they was a little more serious in the tone. All right. Graphics looking a lot better. Got your boy the Hotch. You can already see the quality of the graphics is far better. Your boy Paul looking more like a human being than last time, a little more detailed. Budget got a little bit bigger. You could tell right here's a little bit more going into the cutscenes. That music is fire. Oh, your boy Lei Wulong looking like he jumped straight out of goddamn Jackie Chan movie. All right, Michelle. They got her house robbed. Oh, got that boy. I used to think that was Jack at first, but that is Yoshimitsu with the arms. Oh, look at Nina now. Nina got them legs, but the goddamn. Oh, what's the name of that movie? Dang, I forgot the name of that movie. Where she cross her legs, leave her legs open. Look at your boy Bruce. Your boy Law, looking like Bruce. Jack coming out there with the goddamn rail gun. That's a modified version of that gun he had in Tekken 8. My boy King drunk as a skunk. Boy, god dang. Boy, how you outside? Ain't got your mask on. Armor King had to roll up on him and throw the mask at him. Say, boy, what is you doing, dog? You out here looking crazy. Oh, look at them boys. Bayek, Kunimitsu. They had to. I want y'all to see something right quick. Let's take a look back right quick. Why the bear, boy? The bear looked so bad, they couldn't even make a good version of him. They had to hide his ass in the graphics. I'm gonna see if I can stop him right quick. We're gonna see if we can get to him. Boy, my boy Goddamn King looking crazy. Now watch him fade in. All right. Who we got in there? Armor King, P-Jack, Bayek, Anna, Kunimitsu, Wang. Look at your boy Kuma. Look horrible. Y'all can y'all see that? Can y'all see this? This is Kuma's mouth right here. They didn't even fade him all the way in. They didn't want you to see this. Can you believe he looked worse than that on Tekken 1? Because he did. All right. We got Ganryu. Oh, Bruce. They ain't let the black man stay on the screen for too long. Lee got a double shot. We got the Angel, Kazuya, and that boy Hotch Hogan. All right. Tekken 2. Ain't playing around with y'all boys. Off the intro alone, the content, you had to see that the quality of content was going to go up. Something else they had in Tekken 2, maybe y'all don't know about this, they had like secret modes. Like you could have big head mode in Tekken 2. And they had kind of like what I thought Tekken VR was going to be, first person mode, where you could play as your character in first person and you'll have like a wireframe. And then you'll be facing your character and then you could fight them in first person mode. That was pretty dope. That was some of the stuff that they had introduced in Tekken 2. Because of that, it is of my opinion that is actually kind of where the standard came in. All right. That's where the standard came in. So we're going to take a look over here at our list. And I'm going to put Tekken 2 as a standard. All right. It didn't introduce a whole lot, right? It introduced enough, though. It came with the team battle mode, right? It didn't have the game at the beginning. So it wasn't like Tekken 1. Tekken 1 had introduced you to playing the games before the fights. But it did have good cheats that you could implement into the game that were just fun. They weren't game breaking. They just were something that would allow you to have extra fun with the game that you typically wouldn't be able to have in Tekken. You know, this is before they introduced the other modes like ball mode and Tekken Force and stuff, which we're going to get into that a little bit later. But the standard, I think, was set at Tekken 2. Like, at least you're going to give us team battle, time attack, right? We're going to be able to have an arcade mode, a versus mode. All right, these are things that you really can't go wrong with. You got to have these things in every Tekken. It's almost, if you don't have some of these things in a Tekken, I feel as though people are going to require a little bit more out of you. They're going to start complaining. That's how I feel about it. It's like people are going to complain if you don't have the modes that came in Tekken 2. Team battle, time attack, arcade. People might not complain about that time attack, but arcade mode, practice mode, obviously. If you don't have these modes, I think it starts to become a problem, right? Versus mode, obviously. Now, y'all may or may not agree with that. I don't know. I think that that's the standard in any particular Tekken nowadays. I see what people complain about, and typically they're complaining because one of those things is lacking in the game. Personally, Tekken 2 was one of my favorite Tekkens until like the next Tekken came around, which is Tekken 3. And we're going to be looking at Tekken 3 intro. Now, Tekken 3 intro, when that thing came up, I ain't even going to hold you. Tekken 3 intro was actually, that thing was clang, okay? It was clang. It was clang. All right, we ain't even going to hold you. That was it's still one of the best. I know we're not only going by intros. We just looking at the intros to remind you of what the game was. All right. But we're really going by the content on the game. All right. What was the content of the game? Now, for me, Tekken 3 had an intro that was super fire for the longest period of time. Like, you couldn't even tell me that it was going to be a better goddamn intro than Tekken 3. But let's go ahead and check that thing on out. Now, this Tekken definitely was this intro was when they was like, all right, we got a little money in our pockets, bro. Tekken 2 did pretty well out there in the arcades. It sold pretty well, became a greatest hit. And now we finna put some goddamn real shit behind it. Well, this is almost Pixar quality back in the day. Look at that. Look at the facial animations. The graphical upgrades was ridiculous. All right. The music was A1. Look at the character models. Looking great. Jumping in with the kicks. Bow. Okay. Nice. Got your boy Marshall and Forrest. Look at that boy King. Legs strong as hell. All right. That's when he stopped being black. He started being a real Mexican. But we ain't gonna worry about a thing. Got Xiao Yu in here. Xiao Yu don't even look like this no more. Xiao Yu used to have a mushy ass nose and everything. She was looking like a real Asian. Now she looking I don't know what she looking like. You got Nina over there. They done impregnated her. She come poking her eyes out looking like Chucky. Once again, your boy Lei. Oh, the freshest of Yoshimitsu. Predator Yoshimitsu. Jackie Chan. They just fully embraced the Jackie Chan on that thing. Then we got that boy Eddie Gordo. Okay. Sims was going crazy when he seen the dreads on Eddie Gordo. Haronga out there riding a motorcycle. And then your boy Jen got caught doing crack in the hood. I mean in the woods. All right. Now he's seeing shit. All right. Pretty self-explanatory. Pretty self-explanatory. Tekken 3 was pretty nice with it. All right. Pretty nice with it. Y'all see how that thing came on. Look at your boy Jen doing the crack in the woods though. Look at him doing that crack in the woods. Yeah, we found you. We found you doing crack in the woods, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about nothing. We already know what's up with you, bro. You coming back with burn marks on your arms? We found out about you, dog. You looking up, you hallucinating and stuff, doing LSD out there in the goddamn woods with a shaman. We already know what's up with you, big dog. But let's talk about what we came here to talk about. Let's talk about what gameplay, what content was on Tekken 3. Now, Tekken 3 is really the new standard. It's not the new standard, but boy, did it upped the bar. It was one of the best. Okay, it was one of the best. I ain't even gonna hold you. All right, it came with practice mode, obviously. It came with what's that junk? Practice mode, arcade mode, obviously. It had the first gallery mode, if I am correct. We may have had gallery in the other ones. I can't remember because it's been a while. But I know Tekken 3 had gallery mode. So after you won your ending, you could go back and look at the ending without having to beat the game again. That might have been in Tekken 2 as well. Then you had time attack, team battle. What I told you, these are things that you cannot not have them. All right, double negative, don't worry about a thing. All right, you can't go with these things not being in the game. All right, or people about to complain. As y'all will find out as we get later in these iterations, folks will complain if you ain't got these things. All right, so you got arcade mode, you had versus mode, time attack, team battle, practice mode. Then they introduced Tekken Force mode. Okay, now if y'all don't know about that Tekken Force mode, y'all been missing out. All right, this was the first Tekken Force mode. It was like a little basically it was like an adventure game, kind of like a Streets of Rage, Final Fight type 3D Tekken game. All right, it was great. All right, you just go through, you fight with your character, you got all your moves, all the access to all your moves. You got hordes of people coming through, little waves of enemies. You knock them out. You get to the end of the stage. End of the stage is one of the characters that you got to fight. Really, if they was thinking right, which they did implement this a little later, but if they was really thinking about it, they could have made that the story mode. Folks would not have been upset. I promise you. It wouldn't have understood the story, but they could have made that part of the story mode, and folks would have been rocking with it, right? Because Tekken Force mode was one of the reasons people would pop that in and not even be fighting nobody. Just go in there and play Tekken Force mode. I think it was like 4 or 6 stages, but it was pretty fire. You know, it was a pretty fire mode, a classic mode. So you know that had to bump us up a little bit when we go to talk about where we're going to be placing Tekken 3. Tekken 3 is definitely, no doubt about it, it's about to be up there, okay? We're going to put Tekken 3 a good showing, all right? A good showing. Very good showing, all right? It came with Tekken Ball, Tekken Force. It had the first guest character in Gon. Had secret characters. Dr. B was in the game. Yeah, I forgot how you had to get him. I forgot what you had to do to get Dr. B, but Dr. B was in the game, his first appearance. It was really just a lot of content for the time. You know, what you could fit on a regular CD back in the day, less than 700 megabytes. I think that's what it was, 900 megabytes or some junk. Like 60 minutes worth of music, and you got all them modes in 60 minutes worth of music on a disc that only holds 60 minutes worth of music. I'm just trying to tell you, that was when it was not at its peak, but it was one of the best showings that Tekken has ever offered us, just right out the box content. All right. Now, you might debate me on it. Some people might say Tekken 3 is their favorite Tekken. And that's debatable. It could be your favorite Tekken. I don't think it delivers the most bang for the buck. I think it's close. It's up there, right? It's up there. But the most bang for the buck, I would not say so. All right. Now, what we do have is another one coming up. We got Tekken 4 rocking with us, right? And Tekken 4 is where things get a little iffy, right? Tekken 4 is where things get a little iffy. Let's take a look at the intro. Now, one of the good things about Tekken 4, they just remastered all the goddamn Tekken intros. These boys was on it. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to whoever this is. Y'all had some quality content that I'm using right now. All right, let's go on over here and check out Tekken 4 opening. All right. All right. So, Tekken 4, once again, coming through with the realism. All right. After Tekken 2, that boy Kazuya got dropped off, literally. All right. Ragdoll physics. Look at the Hotch. Hotch ain't even look like that in Tekken 2. Now you got 20 years later. All right. 20 years later. Now, I don't think Jin 20 years old in this movie, in this game. So I got questions, but we ain't gonna worry about all that. All right, introducing that boy Stephen Fox. Okay, them boys busting over there on your boy. Oh, this is why y'all be wanting Christy back right there. Them titties and them thighs. Y'all ain't fooling nobody, because y'all ain't gonna play with her because of the gameplay. She played just like Eddie. She ain't got no booty though. God, how you Brazilian with no cheeks? Brazilian with no cheeks. Oh, 20 years from T2. Okay, that's right. Look at your boy Kazuya. In them guts. Okay. One throw. Oh, okay. He ain't down forward one. Oh, that's the 2 throw, right? That's the 1 throw. He ain't never got that throw back. Oh, Glass Jaw? Glass Jaw Joe got drilled. God dang. Steve Fox with the goddamn messed up arm and shit. You got Kazuya walking through with the pimp suit. Oh, got that Visine ain't doing them right though. The Visine ain't doing them well. That boy got the gun, punched you in the mouth. Come on now. Look at that boy Hotch looking clean. What? You couldn't even pick that outfit. He was looking clean though. I ain't even gonna hold you. Gameplay is there. We got Tekken 4 actually. We can pull up Tekken 4 and really look at it if we want to, but I think I'm fairly sure I remember what was on Tekken 4. Tekken 4 had arcade mode. It had versus mode, practice mode, even though it was weak as fuck. It had the gallery mode where you can go and watch the characters, watch character replays. Tekken Force was there, which kind of was, Tekken 4 Force mode was actually pretty fire. It probably was the best thing on the whole game, to tell you the truth. If I had to say what was the best thing on Tekken 4, it probably was Tekken Force mode. Team battle, time attack was there, but that was about it. No introduction to anything new. It was pretty much standard. If I had to look at Tekken 4 for the content, it was pretty standard, right? It wasn't groundbreaking. It didn't have a whole bunch of extras. It could almost stand to do better, but because it had everything that Tekken 2 had, but it didn't have the cheat codes that Tekken 2 had. But we're going to let that be balanced out by the fact that it did have Tekken Force mode. And it was probably one of the best Tekken Force modes to date. Tekken Tag Tournament 1, right? Now, Tekken Tag Tournament 1, it was brought a whole lot of new stuff to the table, right? And when I say a whole lot, it was really in the gameplay department. But we have to take into consideration that the gameplay it was new. It was new. It wasn't just it wasn't just the fact that it was new attacks and new buttons and shit. They had a whole new layout for it, okay? You had tag system. So because it had a tag system, it brought way more stuff to the table, right? So not only did it have arcade mode, first and foremost, let's take a look at the intro, all right? Because the intro was rather fire. Produced by Namco, all right? Got that piano coming in. Look at your boy Cass, dog. Zuya always got thing pimped out. I ain't even gonna hold you. Zuya always dressed nice. I remember I used to see this. I was like, damn, them shits look real, little motherfucker. Boy, God, damn, shit look real. I mean, they don't look horrible. I mean, I seen some movies look worse than that, and they in the movie theater. Y'all ever seen The Flash? But look at your boy Brian in there busting them. Dook, 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 dook. All right. Ain't playing around with him. Nina trying to get fly. Got the turtleneck on. Flexing. Okay, check out your girl with no shoes on, barefoot, walking on water like she Jesus. All right. I don't know. They got a little strange relationship, that mom and son, bro. They be looking at each other the way they don't even be looking at each other. That boy Kazuya out there like, yo, check out my pimpness. He ain't playing with him. That boy Kazuya got the pimp flying up off his goddamn chest. Check him out one more good time. Hold on, let's check him out one more good time. Watch the pimp fly off of him. Watch the pimp fly up off of him. Oh, my pimpin'! My pimpin'! You see his pimping in the air? Okay. You see that pimping in the air? You see that? Pimping in the air. The music was good on this thing. But let's talk about the modes, bro. Let's talk about the modes. Because in all actuality, that's what we're here for. All right? That's what we're here for. Now, when we think about Tekken Tag Tournament, Tekken Tag Tournament came with the new modes. But these new modes were not necessarily just gameplay modes. Or like I said, it's not just because of the gameplay, but because of the gameplay, some of these modes existed. If you walk with me for a little bit, right? I know that sounded a little crazy, but walk with me for a little bit. All right, you had, of course, arcade mode. You had time attack. You had versus. You had um, team battle. Once again, the staples, they were all there. You had the gallery where you could go and check out everybody ending, right? Um, just rich with content. But then you go into the modes, and the player one, you got to play with, I mean, not player one. When you got to do versus mode, you could do versus mode where it was one person versus another person, and both y'all control two players. Two players versus one player. One person controlling two people and the other one being a team of foes. Or you could have up to 4 people. And you had 1v1 mode. When I tell you they was really going in, they was like, listen, bro, we about to goddamn put our foot in this right here. And they did a pretty good job. You know what I'm saying? Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. When it came to bonus modes, they introduced Tekken Bowl. All right. Tekken Bowling was introduced here on Tekken Tag 1, where you could get your character, be wiggling to the side, and play a game of bowling. You play against somebody, you do 1v1, you play you versus the computer. It was definitely a pretty good game. It had a fairly decent amount of content. I think, if anything, it's kind of slept on because it didn't have Tekken Tag. I mean, it didn't have the Tekken Force mode, and a lot of people had become real accustomed to Tekken Force mode. But if I really was looking at it and I really had to assess it against its predecessors, I think if we look back over here, we could probably say Tekken Tag 1. It's a pretty good showing. Pretty good showing. I want you to walk with me. Okay? I want you to walk with me. I'm about to tell you about this next game, right? This next game. Let me. Walk with me with this next game. Tekken 5. Okay, we got Tekken 5 came out. All right, now y'all may be like, Mike, well, what's the big deal about Tekken 5? Was it really that good? Let me tell you about Tekken 5. First, we're going to look at this intro. One of the best intros, if not the best intro, in all of the Tekkens, all right? Look at that intro, dog. Look at that thing. Look, from the outset, you already know you about to get into something. Like, dang, what's this? Dang, look how that nigga Hotch looking kind of realistic a little bit. Hold on, they shooting balls at niggas? What's going on? Oh, shit, that nigga Jack back? He wasn't in Tekken 4. That nigga Jack back? Oh, because he said, hey, step off me, old man, I got this shit. Oh, you seen them backhands? Oh, you knew it was real when they jumped on teams, bro. You knew it was real when they jumped on teams. Boom, gut punch while standing 2. Well, he was already standing, so they might have been down forward 2. Hit him with the both punches, blew his guts away. Forward both punches. Just doing all kind of ridiculous shit around here. Oh, bow, okay. Oh, these boys is not playing around. This shit still getting me hyped. This shit came out goddamn 15, 20 years ago. This shit still looking hyped. Oh, your boy did that King elbow drop. Got turned on by his own son. You see how he didn't look scared? He just like, dang, these niggas got me. Then we got Wesley Snipes. All right, Wesley Snipes in the building. Look at you with Wesley. And then you would be like, damn, that was a fire intro. That wasn't even the whole intro, nigga. Look Look at this intro. We talking about content? This already got enough content in the intro to be better than everything else. Showing everybody, oh, your boy Fang Whistleton sticking his hands in there. God. Oh, look at showing you all the characters. Got everybody. Oh, that boy Bruce in there. Sorry as hell in the first one. Got Anna. Got Nina in the building. Iconic outfits. Got Roger Jr. Look at Kuma looking like a bear for once. Panda looking like a bear. Goddamn Gary, you got that boy Marduk and King. You know King was about to swing that around, bro. Stop that, dog. Got the feet versus the hands. Okay. Steve got them like, oh, Brian, my bad, bro. I ain't mean to actually hit you. Look at this shit. It's showing you all the characters. All right, you ain't even got to guess who in the game. Oh, nigga, killed his own goddamn master, dog. Look at Brian. Yoshimitsu looking clean. Jack looking crazy. Got Asuka in here saving kitties. While somebody trying to get the kitty, don't worry about a goddamn thing. Tried to show us the kitty on that bike. This nigga done killed this goddamn master. Goddamn. Look at him. Dirty as hell. But he can't beat that nigga Leroy Smith. Alright, and then we got your boy Wang in here. And then the first time we get to see Devil Jin, niggas was going crazy. It was like, who is this nigga here? This nigga coming up out the bottom of the goddamn map looking like a goddamn champion. Tekken 5. Alright. Tekken 5.0. That intro was super fire. Okay? Super fire. Look how long Tekken been out. 94, 95, 96, 99, 2001. 2004, this shit finally came to the house. Almost 20 years ago. Almost 20 years ago. That's still probably the most fire intro of all of the intros. It gave you a story between what happened in the last game. You didn't even have to play story mode. That was the story mode. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. What y'all think about that? Ooh, that intro was real. Okay, the intro was extra fire on that Tekken 5. All right. Now let's talk about the content, because that's what we're here for, right? I need y'all to walk with me. The game started out, you playing a goddamn space game. All right, 3D space game, shooting the hell out of shit. While the game even getting started, you might not even want to play no Tekken after you get to this. Like, damn, I'm drilling these niggas with this goddamn fake ass Star Fox. All right, start the game off. All right, start the game off with a game. Oh, load complete. We're not gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it to you again. Look at what you had. You had story battle, arcade battle. All right, so story battle is a little different than arcade. Arcade, where you go, you just wanna, you know what I'm saying? You just wanna goddamn. Damn, this shit loud as hell. I don't even know how to turn this shit down. Oh yeah, I did. There we go. All right, so you have arcade battle, right? You can go in here. You just play the game straight through. You ain't got to worry about no damn story. All right. Or if you want to play the story, you go through there. You go follow your character story, your favorite character. Go ahead and see what's up with them. Had versus battle, time attack. What I told you, these are things. Oh, survival mode. I forgot these was on the other ones too. I think this one came in Tekken 2. I don't think that was in Tekken 1. But these were the standard modes. This are standard, and this and this. This right here, if your Tekken don't have arcade, time attack, verse battle, team battle, survival, and practice, you ain't got a good Tekken on your hands, right? But then what else we had, dog? The Devil Within. A whole 3D adventure game. Whole separate game on the game, all right? Then arcade history. You go into this thing, you got Tekken 1, Tekken 2, and Tekken 3, all right? The arcade versions. You go in here and play the whole arcade game on the game. All right, the whole arcade game on the game. And you got a new Tekken 2. You ain't even got the one that they brought you back home. This is the version B. All right. This is like the DR of Tekken 2. All right. Y'all didn't even know that existed. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. My bad. I had pressed the thing. You just didn't catch up yet. You had your theater mode. All right. Then you got your customizations rocking. All right. You can edit your player name, choose what character you want to customize. This was some new shit. It's like, oh shit, this is goddamn new. Now they didn't have a whole lot of options. Like don't get beside yourself. They didn't have a whole lot of options back in the day. But it put us onto some new shit. All right. It put us onto some new shit. This was incredible based off of what we had before. This here, Tekken 5, I ain't gonna hold you, big dog. I am not gonna hold you. That Tekken 5, it set the bar high. All right, it set the bar very high. In fact, we're gonna go ahead and slide it over here. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, in my opinion, Tekken 5.0 is the best of the best when it comes to content. It gave you 3 prior Tekkens to play, so 3 whole other games. It came with a whole entire adventure game. Feel how you feel about the game, but it came with a whole adventure game. It had the primary things that you need in a game, which is the arcade mode, the versus mode, the survival, the time attack, and the practice mode. And it had a story mode that was a little bit more filled out with more content in the story mode to really get you interactive and understanding where these characters came from and what they were doing on the game. By far, the only thing this junk was missing was a Tekken Ball mode or a Tekken Bowl mode. This junk had everything else in it. By far the top of the top. And introduced customization. Now, if you think about a game now that doesn't have a Tekken that comes out now that don't got customization in it, it doesn't have a Tekken Force mode or a Tekken Ball in it. It don't have a story mode. Don't have arcade. Sound like a game we got on release, but we'll get to that a little bit later. In my opinion, Tekken 5.0, when it comes to content, not necessarily the gameplay, but content, Tekken 5.0, probably the best of the best with content, in my humble opinion. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this next game, Tekken 5 DR, where they changed it up just a little bit, right? They changed things up a tad. All right. Now, to be fair, it was just an update of a game. But since we don't talk about it like it's just an update of the game, when we go to talk about the gameplay, we're going to judge it on the merits that it has for its own, how it did on its own when it came to what it brought to the table. All right, here a little bit. Your boy shitting up under a rock. Check them out. All right. Now, this intro wasn't too bad itself. It was actually all right. It wasn't the most memorable. You got Lily. She had just got introduced. I didn't even realize Jack was fighting Xiaoyu. Xiaoyu nose then got pointy all of a sudden. Dragunov showed up, pointing at folks. Dang, this just this reminded me that I don't even remember Armor King being in the damn. I don't even remember him being in the intro. Intro only really about Lily Dragunov. All right, doing her thing. Got Asuka in there. Her daddy, her grandpa that got killed by that boy Fang Whistleton. All right, there you go. There go your boy. All right, Dragon's Nest. Fang Wei putting them feet on that boy Lei Wulong. Look at Jen. Yeah, bro, we already know you back in them woods again with that crack. Oh, and that boy Heihachi coming up out the dirt on their ass. Said, man, they blew up my damn building? Man, hell no. I'm about to have to tear their ass up. To be fair, it was a port, and it was a just a update to Tekken 5. But what modes did it? It didn't really have a whole lot of offering. It did do something new with the customization. It did offer a whole bunch of it did offer a whole lot of new stages. That was good. It brought like basically every stage that was on Tekken 5. That's what we didn't mention on Tekken 5. Tekken 5 had great music, also had great stages. All right. Tekken 5 might have had the best music hands down overall. I mean, you might have some people who like Tekken Tag 1's music a little bit more. If you really like the old techno-y type 8-bit type music, that's what I call it, 8-bit type music. You might like Tekken 2. Tekken 2 has some bangers on it. But I would definitely say Tekken 5 itself killing all aspects. Tekken DR came over and it remixed the game a little bit. I know it came and it had the remix to, was it Snow Castle? I want to say Forbidden Castle or something like that. That jump was pretty hard. All right. All the stages that they brought, most of them were pretty good musically. A lot of new customization. Brought 3 new characters to the game, so that was pretty decent. Pretty good showing for the most part. Tekken 5 DR, if we have to go over here and put it against what everybody else had, it did bring something that was integral to the success of all the Tekkens that came afterwards, and that is online Tekken, right? Because of that, while it didn't offer a whole lot, it still was a good showing because online changed the game. It kept the gallery mode, so you still had your gallery. You had everything that was in these 2 games, minus a fun mode. But to be fair, it had online, which was the new fun mode. All right, this was the new mode that was taking over the scene. Never before could you play with somebody who wasn't in your house. Like, I want you to understand, in all these other games, Tekken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Tag, you either had to be at the arcade with somebody and you had to hear somebody talking crazy. You got to smell their body odor. You don't know if these fools done took no baths. They whooping your ass and stinking. You can't say nothing to them because they tearing you out the frame. Then you come around with Tekken 5 DR. And I'm going to just go ahead and let y'all know. It was bittersweet for your boy Mike. It was kind of bittersweet for me, right? Because in Tekken 5 DR, I came up off the arcade scene. But when Tekken 5 DR came out, wasn't nobody going to the arcades. No one. Nobody going. You couldn't hardly get nobody to go to the arcades. When I could just whoop you online. Now in Atlanta, we had a scene where we like to be right in your face because we like to talk a lot of shit. All right. So we was gonna be going to each other's house, and you was gonna hear what I had to say, and you was gonna smell me. Sometimes I might not even wash my balls just to come over there and play you. I might go to work extra hard out in the sun, sweating, stinking. All right. Got what they call that junk, mud butt, the whole 9, dirty ass pants, roll around. Sometimes I ain't work hard that day. I just drop down on the ground and roll around a little bit. All right, just get real funky, real nasty. Throw some dirt on my face. All right, get some mud, stick it up under my armpits, and just start doing the armpit farts until the junk get caked up and clays all up inside of the crevices of my arms. All right, might grab a goddamn thing of shit. Just see some dog shit on the street, step on it on purpose, just so I can come to the crib and beat your ass, and then you have to smell that pungent odor. All right, you have to smell that pungent odor while you getting your ass toe up, and you can't say nothing. All right, because I'm beating the shit out you. All right, you ask me, man, what the hell is that smell? I'm gonna say that's the shit that I'm beating out of you. All right, that's what that is. You ain't gonna want to hear that. You lost a little bit of that when it came to the Dark Resurrection, But the online mode was one of the best additions to ever put onto the game as a whole because of what it did for the franchise. All right, so we're gonna check out this Tekken 6 intro. I remember this intro. No, I don't remember this intro either. Where the intro with Leo and oh, this might be it. Yeah, this is it. This is the one I remember. This is the one I remember. Has Athena and shit. Ain't a lot of action going on in this. I ain't even gonna hold you. This kind of remind me of Tekken 6. This Tekken 6 was boring to me, but maybe that's just because King couldn't play that shit like everybody else. What do I have to say about Tekken 6? Really, when it comes to Tekken 6, it had the best thing about Tekken 6. It did come with this thing called scenario mode. So it didn't have a story mode per se. It had an arcade mode, but it came with something called scenario mode, scenario campaign, which was kind of like a Tekken Force mode, but you could play with 2 players. That was actually pretty fire, if I had to say so myself. It came with team battle, I believe. Let me see what else it had. Practice mode, survival, time attack. I want to say it actually came with a whole lot of stuff too, and it had online. So if I had to talk about content, Tekken 6 content was on par with that of Tekken 3, I would say, for what it had. It was on par with Tekken 3. It had customization. Actually, it might have had some of the best customization of all the Tekkens, really. I want to say Tekken Tag 2 had the best customization of all the Tekkens, but Tekken 6 customization was pretty good. Scenario campaign being 2 players, that was new, and that was actually very fire. I want to say Tekken 6 actually had a pretty good run as far as content. Now, gameplay, maybe not my favorite, but actually when I think about what it had on there, you know, it was actually pretty good for what it offered up. It had all of the staples. It didn't really have any fun modes. It didn't have like a Tekken Bowl. It didn't have Tekken Ball, but it did have a scenario campaign, which served as like the fun mode, or you know, the not traditional Tekken mode. Take a look at our tier list thus far. We're gonna look at Tekken 6. Tekken 6, I'm gonna say, also was a good showing. Right? Was it the best of the best? It was close. It was up there, but it didn't have as much content as Tekken 5. It was close though, because it had more filled out customization. But if we're talking about content, especially new content when it came out, by far Tekken 5 just had way so much stuff in it. Way too much in comparison to everything else. But Tekken 6 definitely stepped up to the plate very well. And that brings us to a little game we call Tekken Tag 2. All right. Tekken Tag 2. Now, Tekken Tag 2 kind of mimicked Tekken 6 in the way it was played. So, obviously, if y'all know me, I don't be playing no damn Tekken Tag 2. I ain't really like Tekken 6. You know I ain't finna be playing no damn Tekken Tag 2. Oh, who that is? Oh, appreciate that. OPX Flux, is that your name? Appreciate the follow. Welcome to the realm of the real. Only the real can chill. So let's take a look over here at the Tekken Tag 2 intro. I remember the intro being actually okay. A lot better than that Tekken 6 intro. That Tekken 6 intro was not really slapping on nothing. I don't even know. Tekken 6 had some decent music, but nothing that's very memorable to me, except for like the electric fountain stage. That jump was that actually stood out. But everything else I can't really remember unless I just hear it. Tekken Tag 2. Let's see what you got going for yourself. Your boy looking kind of suspect, ain't he? Dang, you got that boy Jinpachi rolling in the back of your limo with no shirt on, and he got the pimpin' juice coming up off of him. Okay. And they're showing them rivalries. Oh, I know them motherfuckers be cheap as hell on the team. They got the new Kunimitsu and the new Raven. Who beating that? That jump, them got like 4 people on the team. And they throwing projectiles. Nina and Anna working on teams.
What do you say to a truce?
They might turn around and fight each other. I already knew. Oh, you got that boy Ogre coming up out the floor? Just interrupting the match. Bro, what you doing? You see that in the... look at these people. These people should be running away. They in here cheering and shit. Oh, yeah, kill us, kill us. You got all kind of mythical beings and all kind of shit flying. Oh, you bringing everybody to the table. I will say they had all the characters here. That was what was fun. Like, really, in all honesty, dog, if we're going to keep it 150% real, all the way funky, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 should have been the most fire-ass Tekken. It should have been. That junk had every character you could think of. All of them was on the game. Brought all the bosses and shit. The only person ain't on the game is like Azel and fucking Gon, which was not even a Tekken character. They got everybody on the game. Roger, Alex. I think Alex was on this game. Combat was on this motherfucker. Mokujin was on this shit. It had everybody. That's part of the reason why it wasn't good. Because it had too many folks on this shit. Doing all kind of shit. Fat Bob, Skinny Bob, had duplicates of niggas you never seen. Side characters was on the game. Why is Lily Butler in the game? Come on now. But let's get into what the content was. Tekken Tag 2. Now, I didn't really play Tekken Tag 2, so y'all gonna have to help me out with the content. All I remember on Tekken Tag 2 is that junk had tag mode, just like Tekken Tag 1. It had all the stuff Tekken Tag 1 had in it. A gallery mode. Pretty good netcode, I hear. Okay, custom move sets with combat. I do remember that was the thing. Custom move sets. That was something new. So you had like a creator player kind of thing that they added to Tekken. Something I really never thought I would ever see, really, because, well, you can't put. Imagine King with a hell sweep. Y'all would never even know what the hell to do. I had King with a hell sweep. Y'all be up out of here quick as hell. All right, giant swing and a hell sweep. Y'all wouldn't know what to do with yourself. Down for a 1-2 hell sweep, giant swing. Come on. Might give him an electric just because. But I think that was a pretty good addition. Introduced the online training mode. That's pretty cool, pretty good. So basically everything that was on Tekken Tag 2, Tekken Tag 1, plus a more modern era of stuff. But then they had the combat thing, which was some new shit. That was pretty dope. I would like to say that Tekken Tag 2, it fared pretty well. If we're talking about content, we're not talking about gameplay. I would say if we had to put it up against everybody else, let's take a look at it. Let's see what we got over here. We take a look at Tekken Tag 2. I want to say it also was a good showing. I don't think it had fun modes. Y'all could let me know if it did. I don't think it really had any fun modes like that. I think somebody mentioned to us the Wii U version had it, but we ain't fucking with the Wii U version because that jump probably was cheating like a mug. Why is it every game that go over to the Wii? Like anytime a fighting game go over to a Nintendo console, that should just instantly get super cheap. I never really understood that. That junk just be having all kind of cheating that shit in it. One button supers and shit, like just all kind of ridiculous shit be going on. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that. We're not gonna pontificate about what's going over there on Nintendo, because they also had Tekken Advance, and that shit was trash. So trash, we're not even gonna bring it up. But Tekken Tag 2 Tournament, we're gonna put it right here. Very good showing for what it brought to the table. Gameplay wise, maybe not the best. Just depending on what you like and what you don't like. But Tekken Tag 2 did pretty well for itself. Now we got a game many of y'all might not have ever played. I only played this game. I probably played this game like 3 times. All right, ever, like 3 plays. I ain't played it no more than that. Not even because it was not good per se. I just can't even remember the junk. Like I was not around for it. Like I was around for it, but I just don't know. For some reason I didn't play this shit. What are we talking about? We talking about Tekken Revolution. Oh, this shit didn't even have no intro. I don't even see intro on here. Oh, so we not finna get a Tekken Revolution intro. Boy, that's already sounding like a bad. It's already sounding like it was fucking up. All right, already was fucking up. Don't even got an intro. All right. Don't even got an intro. Well, that's one strike already. So let's go ahead and check out where we're going to put this, because if I remember correctly, and I might be confused, but I think I remember correctly. Tekken Revolution was online only. Did not have a versus mode. Already a strike. All right. You gave us a Tekken with no versus mode. Then it had a practice mode, but it was basically like online and practice mode. I don't think you could even play arcade mode on this shit. I don't think you could play it offline. I think you could only play this shit online. I could be wrong, but I believe you could only play this junk online. All right. Then when you got online, you couldn't even just play what you wanted to play. It had goddamn armor moves that just came out. So that was pretty new. That was some new shit that they had going on with it. But you had to play the game based off of how many tokens you had. Like this one was a free to play game. So it was free. So I guess you can say you got the most bang for your buck because you got a game that was free. But then if you wanted to play the game, you had to pay to unlock shit. All right. You had to pay like you was in the arcade. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and put it where it need to be. All right. Nigga, really? I never thought I would say that about a Tekken game. But really? 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 This is the content you gave us. Now it was free. So can I complain all that much? I can't complain all that much. Came with some new concepts. You know what I'm saying? It came with some new concepts. When y'all got them armor moves or Really, they was invincible moves, but they was like they was supposed to be. All of them shits was launch punishable. All right. You didn't have your main. You had to. I think it started off with like a couple characters or some shit. I don't know what they was thinking with this Tekken Revolution shit. Now, when I played it, I remember playing with King, so you know, King always gonna be one of the people you can play with. I remember they had a nice system. Like the system was pretty dope, where you could like level up your character and shit. It was pretty dope. It was pretty dope in concept, in theory, but when it came to the content that was being offered, I think you had to like unlock like second player costumes too. Like it wasn't customs. You could maybe change the color or something. I don't really remember. I just know it didn't come with no kind of content. I was like, wow, this shit here worse than Tekken 1. At least Tekken 1 came with a practice mode and versus mode, time attack. Like this shit ain't come with nothing but online play. Can't even get the game because it's only online. Think about that. A Tekken you cannot even access anymore. Somebody gonna come around and put that junk on one of these damn emulators or some shit and get that shit popping. But as of right now, as far as I know, you can't even play this game. And then we got Tekken 7. Now, a lot of you all here watching today, you're fucking around with that Tekken 7. You know what I'm saying? It's maybe your first Tekken that you ever played. You didn't know what you was getting into. Maybe you feel like Tekken 7 is one of the best Tekkens of all time. Right? You don't know no better. But let's check out the intro, huh? Now, I ain't gonna hold you. Tekken 7 is a pretty good game. Pretty good game. Not gonna hold you. It's a pretty good game. Let's look at the intro. Now we got the intro. Intro, highly detailed, showing you stuff from all the other Tekkens. You know, give you a little clue as to what's going on. Zooming in, that boy Hotch throwing the little kid. Wait, Kazuya wasn't knocked out when he got thrown off the first time, was he? I thought he just got kicked off that motherfucker. Don't worry about that. Tekken 4, Kazuya running through there, beating the brakes off everybody. Oh, this is the Hotch coming through. I said, bro, I'm getting my shit back. Y'all niggas tripping. Look at your boy Kazuya, always looking fly. I ain't gonna lie, they took this one kind of serious. You know what I'm saying? They really made you feel like you was walking in on a good story. Only to give you that reporter, but don't worry about a thing. Then my boy Coon Dog, Big Kuma was in the building. That junk had me already hyped up. All right, this already had me hyped up when I see my boy Kazuya. I mean, my boy Heihachi running up on my boy Coon Dog. Then they got Jin looking like Rat King off Captain Planet. I mean, not Rat King off Captain Planet. What's that? Scourge off Captain Planet? I think that was his name. Look at Heihachi like, I know y'all tripping. Y'all got my money going through your bank accounts. Hotch up there fighting Akuma. Akuma in there fighting against Kazuya. God dang. All up in the goddamn game. You probably would have thought the game was about Kazuya. Akuma. He in all the damn videos. Showing y'all Master Raven in here. Could have just gave us Raven, but whatever. Your boy Lars with the extra mousse in his hair. Dang, they really showed you the whole goddamn... I ain't never even realized this. They pretty much just showed you the whole story mode in the intro. I think years later, we're going to go look back at this intro and be like, this intro was kind of fire. You know what I'm saying? It was actually kind of fire. It ain't no Tekken 5 intro, though. Like, if we was doing intros, this be alright. This be one of the better intros. It's action packed. kind of giving you a story. Don't really understand what the story is if you just looked at this only. But you can kind of make it out. Dang, Ryu got his ass tore up. These boys really showed you the whole story mode in the intro. Every scene from story mode, every part of this intro is in story mode, I believe. Except for maybe this part. Talk about Tekken 7. Tekken 7 came out. It had story mode. Had an arcade mode, I believe. Customization mode, practice mode, treasure battle. I don't believe that it had time attack. It still don't got time attack, I don't think. It might have had survival mode. It might have survival mode. I'm not even sure if it had survival mode. It don't got team battle, I know for sure. No fun modes. No Tekken Ball. Didn't come out with Tekken Bowling. Didn't come out with Tekken Force. Had online mode. If you had the PlayStation version, in your gallery mode, you had the ability to play the jukebox where you can go back and listen to all the music. That was fine. That was fine. But that's only if you had the PlayStation version. I don't know, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. For it to be this far down the line in the considering all the rest of the shit that we got, y'all might not agree. Y'all might not agree. Considering all the stuff that we got in all these Tekkens. You got in this Tekken, you had big head mode, first player mode. They have a VR mode, but the shit trash. All you do in the VR mode is just look around. That might as well not even be a mode. I can go do that in the customization mode. Tekken 4 had Tekken Force, at least. Tekken 3 had Tekken Force and Tekken Ball. Tekken Tag came with the ability to play with 2 players, pair play. Had the team battle, had the everything that these had, except for it didn't have a fun mode, but it was tagged, so it was kind of its own fun. DR came along, introduced online, all right, customization, reinvented how we thought about Tekken. Tekken 6 came around with some of the most fire customizations. Scenario campaign was extra fire, all right. Tekken Tag 2 came with the combat extra specialties. Tekken Bowl was already included. Tekken 5, we already know. We ain't even gonna talk about that. Best of the best. It's where it need to be. We gonna put Tekken 7 in the do better category. All right. Tekken 7 on launch really ain't come with nothing. Like, it came with online. It came with customization. It was worse customization than it was in Tekken 6 or Tekken Tag 2. So it took a step back in customization. It had online. You start having to buy the characters. That was some new shit. All right, that was some new shit. You didn't have to buy characters. Every other Tekken up to this Tekken came with all the characters already in the game. You might have to win the characters, but all the characters was already in the game. Till you got to this shit down here, but we ain't talking about this shit. Tekken 7, you had to buy the characters, okay? That was already a problem. Didn't really have no modes. The gameplay, the gameplay might be pretty good. Might have introduced some new mechanics, which was fairly new, but we ain't talking about the gameplay. We're talking about the content. If I had to give it the content, Tekken 7's content was very much lacking. Very, very much lacking. Now, y'all may agree, y'all may disagree. This is what I think about what we have in front of us, all right? So, best of the best, Tekken 5 offered the most content of all the games on launch as they were released on console. Tekken 3, Tag 5, 6, and Tag 2. If I was going to put these in order, I would probably say be Tekken 3, maybe Tekken 6. These two kind of got to be next to each other. But this did have Tekken Bowling in it. That had Tekken Force. Tekken 3 had Tekken Force and Tekken Ball. On top of all the rest of the modes. This had Tekken Bowling. This had Scenario Campaign. This actually might have to go back there. Just because it didn't offer much, it just changed up the game a little bit. Tekken 2 didn't offer as much as Tekken 4, so I put Tekken 4 in front of Tekken 2. Tekken 7 actually don't got as many modes. But that story mode was fire. I ain't gonna hold you. The story mode was pretty fire. Like, it is the standard when it comes to the Tekken story mode. But it don't got all the shit that these games got. So we're going to put it in front of Do Better. We're going to do in front of Tekken 1, though. Tekken 1 was starting off. It needed to do a little bit better than what it was doing. And we're going to say Tekken Revolution. Like, come on, dog. Come on. Don't ever do this shit again. Don't you ever bring this shit out ever again. All right? Don't ever do no shit like this. Please.